because, oh, well, that be snapped. Alright guys, I'm not sure where this video is going to go. I'm not sure if it's going to be a Starlet video or not. But all I do know is that I went to a classic car show at the weekend. Didn't really make a video out of it, but I did film some footage of the cars that were there. So I'm going to play that right now. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the footage of that. I'm not sure how much I got, but I think it was a reasonable amount, but just not enough to make a video. So anyway, today I'm still not completely sure where this video is going. All I know is that I want to get the Starlet up on the ramps. I want to have a look underneath it. I want to check brake pipes and things like that. If I can get my jack out, then I want to make sure ball joints and things like that aren't wrecked on it. I just want to give it a good old check over to see what it's going to need for the MOT, basically, because I want to get it MOT'd. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to get the machine polisher out and start on the paint. It depends what the time is, depends how I feel, because I've got a banging headache today, so that's why I'm not quite sure where this video is going. But anyway, let's get to it and I'll see what I can film. Trusty old Fiesta here is the trusty old Fiesta is here again to save the day, because the Starlet is most likely going to be deaded. Yep, central locking wasn't even working then, so I'm not even going to try and start it. I'm just going to go straight to the jumper cables. Oh, can't even show you that she's running from here because there's no fucking rev gauge. I'll pull it forward a bit and then get it up on the old stands. Oh, she got a little bit stuck again. Right, that back wheel is stuck, so I'm going to have to try and get it up these metal ramps with a jammed up wheel. Anyway, let's give that a go. Let's see how that turns out. Right, so this is a very, very dodgy way of unseizing this brake thing, this drum brake, but I just want to show you underneath this part of the car. Everything, I mean, other than the normal bits of surface rust that you get on a car normally, looks pretty darn good. Suspension components look alright all down here, not corroded. All on here, not corroded. The brake lines, They are quite corroded, but that was on the MOT. I'm out of breath, bloody hell. Don't try this with a stand, I mean a jack like that, because that is very sketchy. But hopefully it's loosened up enough to be able to move when I drive it. So we'll put the wheel back on and give that a blast. So that's the car up on stands finally. I do want to assess, well not assess, I already know what the problem is. I'm not sure if you guys are going to see it because of how dark it may be. I know how crap GoPro is with things like that, but if you look on the floor here, there is a bit of an oil leak. I know exactly where it's coming from as well. It's coming right from the bottom of that oil filter. I've tightened it up with my hands before. I've moved it with my hands to tighten it up, but hopefully that'll be fixed when I put the new oil filter on, which I'm not doing yet. I need to get away from the engine really, because that is very loud up there. But yeah, there is a little bit of an oil leak at the oil filter. The underneath don't look bad at all. I mean, it's all just basic rust. It has got a metal tank though, that's a bit of a bummer. Did have a new exhaust on it. All components and stuff like that. I think this has been coated in something before. It would be nice if I could like take off all the heat shielding and stuff and actually spray some of that the stuff that I've sprayed on the underneath of my Fiesta where I had it welded. I forget what it's called. I got the bottle upstairs. But other than the normal like surface stuff that you get on normal cars, it looks pretty darn good. I couldn't find my jack. I don't know where the hell my jack is, hence why I used the stupid little scissor lift that came with the car. That was really fucking sketchy. I hate that. We'll go have a look underneath the sides over here. The seals, they're all in like intact. I mean, there's not a little bit of rust showing through. It all seems solid. All underneath as well. All underneath here. I mean, there's also a noise from this front wheel when I turn it. There's been some sort of welding right there. I think that may have been rust actually. I think it started rusting through and someone's tried to sand it down and spray it. I just wanted to show the fact that you can literally see where the oil leak is coming from. I'm not quite sure if you can hear me because the speakers are on the front of the camera, but I'm just literally showing you where the oil leak is actually coming from. You can see it straight through the middle here. I think I literally just caught it dropping oil. But I want to show you guys another thing. Look at this radiator. I've never seen this before. And down there, I'm not sure you can see it properly there, but down by the wheel arch and where the battery obviously sits is where the rust clearly appeared. But as far as I can see, that is literally the only bit of rust that I've noticed properly on this car. There's nothing really around the backs here, nothing on the sills. Alright, so by the looks of it, this is the drain plug right here. So all that under tray is going to need to come off, which are 10mm bolts all the way around, I think. I only need to get it off this side. So it's got a 10mm there, and then it's got a few 10 mils up that side, and it should come off, hopefully. A couple of 10 mils, and then one here, and this whole side should come off, and then we can get to the drain plug right there. I've turned the car off now just because I didn't like being under here. It seems very sketchy with it shaking and rumbling. But I did notice this. That either looks like a broken ground, or I'm not sure what it is. It could be some sort of thing to... oh, the GoPro almost got dripped on. Could be some sort of metal thing to hold the exhaust up, but I'm not sure. If anyone can tell me, let me know. Right, so these are my weapons of choice. This is for the water to go into, because I'm assuming it is just water, that's why it's brown. And then I've got my super extension on an extension on an extension on an extension to a 10 mil to get these little bad boys off. Oh, it's not even a 10 mil. I searched for this 10 mil for fucking 3 years. What is a 10 mil? It's just got to be launched on there because, oh, well, that be snapped, and it's probably going to be stuck in the 10 mil now as well. Oh, I've got to figure out how to get this out somehow. Back in a minute. Right, so we are back for round 2. I got it out. Last 2 bolts up here. Hopefully you can see them. Hopefully you're not now about to watch them snap. Oh. You can probably see this long dildo thing in front of you, but it's the only way I can get the camera in this angle. It should now come down. Oh, there we go. Right, that's out the way. Look, all that room. We can now get to this, which looks like it comes out of there. That's good. That looks near enough brand new, look. That whole bit there. It's had a new gasket on there as well. But this is literally where the leak is coming from. If I try and tighten that up some more, see, like, I can still move it by hand. But you can see where it's squeezing out from. I just whacked my head as well. Right, so let's get that aimed there and start loosening this. I don't know which part it's going to come out of, and I'm really scared. It's going to come out there, isn't it? It's going to just fly out. It's not going to come out of here. Oh, it is. Look at the colour of that. Oh. There we go. Look at the state of that. There we go. Look at the state of that water. Look at the colour. I think I need to empty this one manually somehow. Let's loosen this up some more. Oh no. Right, that's now out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that all drain out. I'm assuming the thermostat will still be open because I've literally just been running the engine for ages. And I'm going to go find me a big bottle of water and flush it through a little bit, and then try to figure out how to empty this thing. Using a few bits that were already in the car. Thank you, Rory. And then obviously got my 5 litre jug of water here, you know, courtesy of Rory, thank you. Right, so I'm going to stick that in there. Hopefully that'll stay. I'm going to figure out how I can film this as well as pour in the water and everything. But look at that. That looks like oil, but obviously it's not as thick as oil, it's just water. Now being flushed through. It's cleaner in here obviously, that's where most of the water was going. This has still got a mixture of the old shit and the stuff that came out of this bottle. So yeah, it's a hell of a lot cleaner. This is only a little bit brown because there's brown in the bottom, but it's mostly clean. I'm still going to flush it out a couple of more times. I just need to go fill my bottle up, and then we're going to do that a couple of times, and then we'll be filling it up again with just straight water and seeing how long that lasts. No, we're going to do a proper coolant change when I do everything. When I do everything I want to do with the engine. So yeah, let's get to doing this a couple of times and then we'll fill it right back up again. So it's fully topped up again. I'm now about to drain it for the last time. I've also cleaned out the inside of here. As you can see, it is pretty spotless in there now. Not that it needs to be. I mean, I don't know if I've got to fill it up or not when I put it back on, but I'm going to have to find something to attach it back here because it goes on there like that, but the bolt snapped, so don't know how I'm going to get that on there. We'll figure that out. Do you know, it really pees me off how I've cleaned this and now there's cobwebs everywhere. Like, look in here, cobwebs all up the side there again, all in here. But yeah, I'm going to drain it out one more time and then we're going to fill it up for now. The paint's all coming off inside the things that I'm using. But yeah, it's coming out pretty clear now. I'm happy with that. That can't be all that I've put in there. What the hell's going on here? I think it's because the thermostat's closed again. So guys, I'm actually just running the car to get this up to temperature so everything is open, to make sure I've got all of the shitty water out. There's actually no water in there at the minute. I've still got the drain plug out. So when that thermostat opens, when it gets up to temp, it should let all the water out of the engine. Because I didn't really think about this. I thought, well, because it's pouring through, I thought everything must be open. But I'm just going to check just in case. The temperature seems to be rising pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm going to make sure I don't overheat the car and make sure all the rusty shitty water is out. Oh, and also, right, I want to try to sort this out because I'm pretty sure there is petrol in it. I put a £5 in it when I brought it home, and this hasn't moved from where it is, so I think one of these days we are going to pull the back seat up and pull the fuel filter out and make sure the levelling arm is all good and everything. And maybe it's seized or something and we can unseize it. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to wait for this and then I'm going to make sure all the other shitty bits of water are out, and then we're going to fill it right up again. Right now all it is literally doing is bubbling through. I've took it off the ramps obviously because it needs to be on a level ground, so all I need to keep doing is topping this up to make sure it's all aired through, and as you can see it's still bubbling a little bit, so we'll keep that topped up right to the top. and I'll just let that bubble through, and I think we are done here. Of course, bubbling quite a bit now. Temperatures seem to be staying alright, they don't seem to be going no higher than what they are at the minute. Yeah, so I know I didn't do a lot in this video, guys. I'm going to put it up here actually, just in case the sun's on. My hair is probably a mess, I got oil in it somewhere. Ugh. But yeah, I burnt myself as well on the exhaust. But yeah, I'm gonna stop saying but yeah for one. So I'm gonna end the video here. I know we didn't do a lot. I mean, we're gonna do a proper coolant change all round. I'm gonna put antifreeze in it and everything. But I'm gonna do that when I do the oil. I've already got the oil, I've already got the filter, and I've already got the antifreeze. I'm just not doing it at the minute because eventually I want to take the engine out of this car and clean up everything. I want the whole engine spotless. Just like Frosty Fez did with his Fiesta. If some of you guys have seen that, I mean, he done an amazing job. He pulled the engine out, tore it all down, changed all the gaskets and everything, painted it up, made it look brand new. That's something I want to do with this, but first I want to try and get the outside looking good. I was going to try and start machine polishing it today, but I just wasn't in the mood to machine polish it. You have to be in the mood to do things like that. So instead I thought I'd check all underneath and then do the coolant change, which is what we did in this video. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed it, sort of. I know it wasn't really entertaining, but I want to try and video everything that I'm doing with this car, because that's where I sort of failed with the Fiesta, because I didn't really film everything. Everyone got a bit confused with what's going on with it, and it's still sat over there, still looking the same as what you guys saw last time. But yeah, I want to try to film everything. So I'm going to stop rambling on. I'm going to end it here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you in my next video.